Do you know that most of our leaders get into power when they were very young? Do you know that most of our politicians are what they are today because they started early? This video is a very powerful, eye-opening video for every Nigerian youth. There is something Mr. SHEHU SANI said in this video. If I feel myself, I was bittered because Nigerian youths are not doing what they are supposed to do. Let me give you one assurance from this video. This video makes me to understand that some of our leaders are expecting agitation. They are expecting youths to do the right thing so that this country will change for good. This country will be good if only the youths do the right thing. That is what I understood from this video, from what Mr. SHEHU SANI said in this video. Let's watch.
From my own understanding, most of the young people here are from this country. Most people here, I believe, are in the average of their mid-20s to early 30s. Well, it is a fact of history that almost 60% of Nigeria's population were born after 1999. We now have a population of 230 million people. So most of your experience as far as this country is concerned started from what happened 20 to 25 years ago. Well, it is also statistically proven that an average 25-year-old person in this country has never experienced a 12-month of peace since he was born. The beginning of this century started with Sharia violence in the northern part of Nigeria, then ethno-religious violence, the Bakassi boys in southeastern part of Nigeria, and violence attributed to the OPC in the southwestern part of Nigeria, militancy, Niger Delta militancy in the south part of Nigeria, and then we moved from that to the era of Yobe Taliban, and then to Boko Haram, and from there Boko Haram kept bombing cities, including Abuja. Then Boko Haram gave birth to ISIS and Saru and other affiliate terror groups, and then now we have banditry. So if you look at this history, it seems that we have been transiting from one form of violence and crisis and bloodshed to another in the last 25 years. YCC has given a platform for which I believe that contributions that will come from this forum will help in addressing the challenges we are facing as a nation and also as a people. There are many causes of conflicts and violence in West Africa. You can attribute it to terrorism and extremism, poverty and extreme economic inequality, ethno-religious violence, border dispute, farmer-herdsman crisis, and all forms of agitation. And unfortunately, the proliferation of arms in West Africa. It is a fact that this was not what Nigeria used to be in the 90s and in the 80s and backwards towards the 60s. Nigeria is 65 years old. And in 1999, there was so much hope, belief, and faith that democracy will usher in an era of peace, stability, unity, and collective progress for our people. Yeah, there have been achievements in a number of areas. But what remains a problem to us is how can we silence the gun so that we can have peace and stability in our country? Young people of today, you have your positives and you have your negatives. The positive aspect of your generation is that you are full of energy and creativity. In our days, we listen to foreign music, but in your generation, you have been able to develop and export our culture and our music to the stage of the world, to the point that it gives us pride when we see the likes of Thames, Davido, and Burna Boy winning Grammys, when it wasn't possible for our generation to do that. It gives us joy to see how you are able to compete with young people of outside of this country. I was highly impressed. If you see the training facilities of teams from Morocco, from Algeria, from Tunisia, the training facilities for their sportsmen and women, you will wonder how the Falcons were able to beat them. This shows that with more for Nigerians, we can achieve more. The negative aspect of your own generation is that what you need to know, the leaders of Nigeria's First Republic became leaders in their 20s and 30s. The leaders of Nigeria's Second Republic became leaders in their 20s and 30s. The leaders of Nigeria's aborted Third Republic and this republic became leaders in their 20s, 30s, and early 40s. Most of the people you see today, whether they are presidents, they are governors, they are ministers, they are senators, in 1999 they were all looking like you and they were of your age mates. But they had vision and they were determined to take over power, whether for themselves or for what they claim to be. And as such, they entered the ring of politics with all its troubles and storms, and they took over power. Today, many of you who were their age mate in 1999 are content creators and social media influencers. That cannot change a nation. That cannot shape the nation in line and in your own dream. It's not possible. You have to be involved. In the 90s, I've been a senator, and I will still return back to the Senate. Yes. As of 1999, we couldn't contest the Senate because our age is not up to the age of people who can contest elections. But we are determined. We contested and lost, and remained resilient until we took over the seat. So, for those of you who want the nation of your dream, you have to get involved. There's no way you can change this country if you don't participate in politics. In the 90s, when Nigeria was under military rule, Some of us organized ourselves and started a civil rights organizations that resisted and demanded for the return of democracy in Nigeria. Some of us were forced to exile. Some lost their lives. And people like me spent many years in prison. When we came out of prison in 1998 and Nigeria was transiting to civil rule, we said, what do we do? We are just out of prison. After spending, because for me, I didn't spend much here. I spent only 4 years in prison. So when I came out, we said, what should we do? Some said we should continue the struggle for Aluta, protest and whatever. Some said, no, we should get involved in politics and take over political power. The ANC in South Africa, after the years of struggle against apartheid colonialism, transited from a liberation movement to a political party and took over political power. In our case, many of us made that tragic mistake of refusing to participate in politics in 1999. People like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is the president today, disagreed with us who are at the extreme end with Chief Gani Fahimi. Gani Fahimi said we will not participate, we will continue to fight the military. We are going to continue to organize protests. People like Tinubu said they are going to participate. It took us 4 years for us to realize that we are on the wrong path. The politicians who never went to prison, who never paid sacrifices, who never suffered for democracy, took the opportunity of that transition, and today they are in power. Many of us later struggled to became impossible. Falana tried to be governor of Ikiti State. It couldn't work. Chief Gani Fahimi tried to contest the presidency. It couldn't work. Olisa Obakoba tried to contest the presidency. It couldn't work. Many of us failed because the political space was taken over with people who have money. So for people like us, we were stubborn and said we must contest. I contested the first time I lost, the second time I lost, the third time I won. And I'm going to win again in 2025.
Did you understand what Mr. Shehu said in this video? What he means is that the youth of Nigerians are not doing the right thing. They are only content creators. They can't take power or they can't take laws into their hand. Remember that some countries that are good today, it is by their youths. Their youth stand up and start firm and start agitating, start talking. Their leaders listens, and that is what is expected of Nigerian youths. From what Shehu said, they were expecting Nigerian youths to do the norms for Nigeria to change for good. And if we keep remaining in silence and no agitation, no protests, we will keep suffering in this country as Nigerian youths. According to what Shehu said, he said that most of our leaders get into power when they were youths, when they were 20s, 30s. But today, Nigerian youths are only content creators. They don't do the right thing to change their country. That is all he said that entered my ears. You can drop your own opinion concerning this. But Nigerian youths, if they agitate, are they not going to be arrested? Or some of them will go to jail because this country, our leaders, in fact, they don't want to give space for Nigerian youths. If Nigerian youth say something, they will chase that person. They will even imprison that person. But all I have to say is, may God come to our aid in this country. Thank you for watching. For more news and updates like this, subscribe. You can drop your opinion in the comment section. Let's know what you think. See you in my next upload, and bye for now.